Welcome to the Core Protocol. I am Sol. I want you to look around your room right now. Look at your thermostat. What is the number? Is it 72 degrees, 75 degrees, maybe even higher? You are sitting there wearing a t-shirt in the middle of December, feeling perfectly comfortable. You believe this comfort is a sign of success. You believe this warmth is protecting you from the harsh winter outside. But I am here to tell you that your thermostat is a weapon, and right now it is pointed directly at your biology. In our data archives, we see a recurring pattern. We call it the modern zombie state. You are not sick enough to go to the hospital, but you are not alive enough to function. You wake up tired. You rely on caffeine to get through the morning. You feel a strange, wired anxiety at night. You think the problem is your diet or your stress, or maybe you just need a new supplement. But you are wrong. The problem is not what you are putting into your body. The problem is the signal your body is receiving from the environment. Evolution spent millions of years designing your cellular machinery. It built you with two distinct operating modes. One is for summer, a time for expansion, activity, and discharging energy. The other is for winter, a time for compression, recovery, and recharging energy. But by keeping your home at a constant tropical temperature all year round, you have hacked your own system in the worst possible way. You have deleted winter. You have created an eternal summer. And because of this, your battery never recharges. You are running on fumes, leaking energy into the warm, dry air of your apartment every single night. Let's look at the code behind this. Let's talk about energy. In ancient Eastern protocols, they called this yang qi, the vital life force. In modern biohacking, we call it mitochondrial potential. It is the ATP, the electricity that powers your heart, your brain, and your immune system. This energy behaves like a gas. When it is hot, it expands. It moves outward to the surface. This is why you sweat in the summer. Your blood rushes to your skin to cool you down. This is a discharge state. When it is cold, the energy behaves differently. It compresses. It condenses. It moves inward, deep into your core organs, your kidneys, your liver, your battery centers. This is a charge state. Think of a pressure cooker. To cook the food, you need to keep the steam inside. You need pressure. The cold environment acts as that lid. It creates the pressure that forces your vitality back into your center, allowing it to become dense and powerful. But when you heat your room to 75 degrees in winter, you remove the lid. The pressure is gone. Your body gets confused. It detects heat, so it triggers the summer protocol. It sends your blood to your skin. It opens your pores. It prepares to release heat. But here is the tragedy. You are supposed to be storing energy right now. Instead, you are venting it. You are literally bleeding your life force into the atmosphere. This is what we call thermal leakage. And no amount of coffee or nootropics can fix a battery that has a hole in it. I want to share a specific case file with you. This is essential because subject 204 probably looks a lot like you. Let's call him Mark. Mark is 32 years old. He works in tech. He is what we call an optimizer. He does everything right. He eats a strict paleo diet. He practices intermittent fasting. He spends thousands of dollars a year on supplements. He tracks every metric using an Oura Ring and an Apple Watch. Mark came to us because his data didn't make sense. Despite doing everything perfectly, his biometrics were crashing. His deep sleep scores were consistently below 10%. His heart rate variability, or HRV, the gold standard for recovery, was dangerously low. Subjectively, he felt terrible. He described feeling tired but wired. He would fall asleep, but wake up at 2 a.m., kicking off his blankets, feeling anxious, sweating, his mind racing. He thought he had a cortisol issue. He thought maybe he was overtraining at the gym. He even thought he had heavy metal poisoning. We audited his environment. We walked into his apartment in January. It was snowing outside, but inside it felt like a sauna. His thermostat was set to 76 degrees. He was sleeping under a heavy down comforter, wearing flannel pajamas. We pulled his nightly temperature data. Here is what we found. Because the room was so warm, Mark's core body temperature could not drop. Biologically, to enter deep sleep and physical repair, your core temperature must drop by at least 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Because his room was hot, his body was fighting a war all night long. Instead of resting, his cardiovascular system was working overtime to pump blood to his skin to cool him down. His sweat was not a detox, it was panic. His 2:00 a.m. wake-up call? That was his body screaming for a cool down. Mark wasn't sick, he was overheating. He was stuck in a chronic state of winter discharge. He was burning his fuel just to survive his own bedroom. So, how did we fix Mark? Did we give him a cooling pill? No, we gave him Protocol 64. This is the exact protocol you need to implement tonight. It is simple, but it requires discipline. Step 1. Thermal resets. Turn your thermostat down, not to 70, not to 68. The target is 64 degrees Fahrenheit, about 18 degrees Celsius. This is the sweet spot. It is cold enough to trigger the biological winter signal, forcing blood back to your core, but not so cold that you start shivering uncontrollably. Step 2. Selective insulation. This is the nuance most people miss. We want the air to be cool, to signal your lungs and face. But we want to protect the leakage points. Wear warm socks. Wear comfortable, loose clothing that covers your joints. Why? Because we want to keep the core warm while the environment is cold. This creates a thermal gradient. Pressure on the outside, heat on the inside. This specific combination forces the mitochondria to become efficient. It forces the chi, the energy, to settle. We applied this to Mark. The first night he felt strange. He felt the cold air on his face. But the third night, his deep sleep score doubled. His HRV spiked by 30 points. He slept through the night for the first time in 3 years. He stopped leaking. He started charging. Before we conclude, we must look at the most vulnerable victims of this thermal glitch, the next generation. Look at our children today. In the past, children were resilient. They played in the snow. Their cheeks were red. Their energy was boundless. Today we keep them in 75-degree apartments. We feed them high-sugar, processed foods, and we wonder why they are allergic, asthmatic, and constantly sick. We wonder why they have ADHD and cannot focus in school. It is because their roots are rotting. Just like a plant, a child needs the right seasonal signals to grow deep roots. By removing the cold and by feeding them the wrong fuel, we are creating a generation of hothouse flowers, beautiful but weak. They cannot survive a real winter. Many of you ask me, Soul, what supplement should I give my son? I tell them, stop adding, start subtracting. Subtract the heat, subtract the wrong kinds of sugar, subtract the noise. You don't need to medicate them, you need to rewild them. Now you are probably waiting for me to give you a magic pill. You want a superfood smoothie recipe that fixes everything. I will not give you one, because in the core protocol we do not believe in one size fits all. Your biology is unique, your location is unique, your ancestry is unique. What heals one person might harm another. Most of you do not need a new recipe, you need to learn how to eat. You have forgotten the basic operating manual of the human body. You don't know how to feed yourself, and you certainly don't know how to feed your children to build their internal battery. In my upcoming member briefings, I will not give you shortcuts. I will teach you the principles of fuel. I will teach you how to design a right protocol for your specific family. This is not for everyone. This is for those willing to do the work. Turn the heat down. Save the core. I am Soul. End of transmission.